coming at you from the top. Oh no, no, he won't stop. Thalmor Radio, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Thalmor Radio.
Thalmor Radio.
Welcome, everyone, to the February 19th episode of Thalmor Radio. I am your host, Thalmor, not coming to you live from a field in the middle of nowhere. Instead, I'm coming to you from a hotel room in the middle of nowhere. The weather has been horrible. The ice apocalypse continues. It wasn't yet, no coyote breaks. You're right, Zig. That would not. If there's a coyote break in the hotel, something very bad has happened. But anyways.
Oh, that reminds me, Dusty's here. I remember once Dusty had a what is it? A little mini pig break or something that there's like those little tiny wild boars and they were attacking him. Well, he was on VC. I forgot what they're called again.
Boars?
No, the little ones that are in Arizona. It starts with a P.
Oh, well, I don't have any idea then. But pork. But so I spoke last week about how I didn't think I'd be able to do the show because I thought the power would go out, but it was a big nothing. Well, as it turns out, that was a big nothing, but the weather that I thought would be an even bigger nothing was actually a something. And so all throughout the week, me and my family have been bouncing around hotels, trying to stay warm, huddling over power outlets and burning barrels. But it's going pretty good. Kentucky has some nice hotels. It's very comfy. I play on my phone and read. My sleep's been messed up, though. I'm only sleeping like 4 hours a day, plus maybe a little nap here and there. So after I finish the episode tonight, I'm probably going to settle down. So we'll see. Let's see. I'm trying to think. I think that's it. Kentucky fighting for heat. Well, we're a lot better off than Texas is. Texas, like, millions of people were without power. It was pretty bad. I think it's, like, better now, but up until, I think, today, Texas was doing really rough. We'll take the L, Texas. Well, Kentucky had, like, at peak, a couple 100,000 people without power. So of course Texas, they had to even take that trophy from us. But anyways, there's a couple things to talk about with the game. First thing is the war between KT and Oasis is still ongoing. Oasis beiged all of us. Every single one of us got beiged. And surprisingly, this war has already created two memes. And it's very surprising to me because this war, like, it's not like the KT Oasis spat is like 3 degrees away from basically being a micro conflict, right? But there's already been some funny moments. The first one was this. So Tyrion asked for, well, okay, he approached Dennison and was like, hey, you want to piece this out? We've done what we wanted to do. No reason to make this an even bigger thing. And that was kind of silly. Dennison said no, but it said that if Oasis would pay for our rebuild, we would accept it. Tyrion turned that down, understandably. And so the war continues. The second meme to come out of it is this one. So there was some joke between Krampus and I think Bye-Bye. I don't know the details, but like Krampus paid Bye-Bye 30 million for whatever reason. And Tyrion sent Krampus a message and was like, why is CTO paying KT to hit Oasis? And so that was also a meme. And Krampus, he uploaded those DMs. Well, DM is just one message. So, is Tyrion here? Hey, Tyrion. I'm sorry you're getting dunked on so much this past week, buddy. I hope you're doing well. So, those are the two memes that come out of the war. It's we don't want to make this a big spectacle, and why did CTO pay KT to hit Oasis? What else is there? I think I'm a robot. My thing is red here. Okay, gotcha. It's just lying to me. That's fine. Um, I'm open to letting Tyrion speak, but he doesn't like the voice chat. Me and him, we kind of argued last episode. He was in in text chat, and I was in voice chat. Tyrion did speak on the bonus episode last year, though. Um, so there was another very little short war that broke out, and that was with the Order. And what happened is uh, the Order is a merge between Terminus S and Imperium, right? And when this merge happened, there was like a splinter alliance created, and this alliance got hooked up with Liberty, I think, Liberty Block. And there was like a government member in the splinter alliance called Ty, who was trying to like poach members, was the accusation. So the Order declared a war. All of Liberty got involved, and the Liberty Block folded after I think 3 days. There was no staying power from the block with this war, and it was kind of cringe, kind of embarrassing to not even try that much, especially because I think there was some real hustle and bustle from someone in Liberty about it. But okay, Jack says it went a bit differently. I'm going to keep talking, but Jack, I want you to explain what went differently. Um, I've seen people dunking on the Order about it though. Like I saw Theo dunking on the Order. Horse was dunking on them. Like some people really didn't like it that the Order declared war over poaching. Especially because I think there was a rumor that the Order was going to try to bring in TKR, which is kind of silly. Yes, Solar Knight, there are screenshots of this. The Order has lots of documentation to back up their CB. They made a thread about it, and it was pretty good.
But was that not the weakest poaching claim I've ever seen?
I don't think it was weak. I think they backed it up with lots of logs and stuff. But
The logs to me didn't look like poaching at all though. It looked like a normal conversation between friends that used to be in the same AA.
okay, gotcha. I didn't look at the logs. I just know that they exist and that the thread was very well organized.
Yeah.
That that war though is the only one I can think of that was fought over poaching in I think years. I cannot remember another war where a big alliance went to war against another one over poaching. Wingawoo, if you think that's bad, like look at the numbers between Oasis and KT. It's 15 to 1. Yeah, Yang, I saw Theo explain it really well, which is that um if you're having to crack a whip to keep your members to stay, then you don't deserve them. But if your members will leave because they were asked, they don't deserve you. I think that is pretty good. KT refused peace, no more crying on dog pile. uh, uh, early alliance is not good. Then don't raid multiple lines. Are you having fun, Toxic? I don't think you are. Alright, so, speaking of Liberty Block, Pantheon is dead. And I have no idea what happened. All I know is that Dusty, Epi, and Inst are involved. And that's it. I don't know. It got cooed 3 times? Goodness gracious. The bank got stolen. Yeah, apparently like 30 members left, and now it's just a bunch of inactives. Pantheon didn't die slowly and silently. I think they were like artificially killed. So Pantheon, you can make the case that it's about time Pantheon disbanded, because if you look at Pantheon at their peak and where Pantheon was a week ago, there's a pretty big chasm there. But the thing is that if a community is going to die, it should do it because like of internal failure. Like the members are unwilling to learn how to effectively govern the alliance, are unwilling to fight for it, are unwilling to stay active for it. Whereas I feel like with whatever happened with Pantheon now, I feel like it was kind of artificial. Okay, Jack sent me a message here, and Jack is saying, so Alan did the FA in the beginning of this. The rest of the block didn't know that Speedy admitted to poaching and were told that they were falsely accusing TI. After a while, I asked to be included in whatever and found that Alan withheld info. Originally, the order just wanted to hit Speedy and that be it, but he refused and drug us all in. The coal mines and Screw did not want to be in the war after that. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Entering into a defensive, yeah, I get that now. So yeah, I don't know. I don't think Pantheon deserved that. I think Pantheon, whatever.
I think.
And I was.
Oh, sorry.
Go on.
Unless you have more to say, I think it would be cool to have Nokia share about that because he was front lines of this.
I think that's a good idea. One other thing I'll say is there was some DMs with Inst earlier I was watching, and like I screenshotted some logs there from Ron, and like earlier today in the Politics and War General chat, Inst was taking was taking the credit for disbanding Pantheon, and was also saying that like he and Epi were deleting logs, just shadowy shit, and I think that's cringe, to be honest. Those kinds of little games. They were deleting messages, politics, and war chat. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, Nokia, are you around? You want to talk about this Pantheon stuff? Okay, Zig, go ahead and unmute Nokia.
Am I muted?
Yes.
Just a second, I'm grabbing Pantheon link in game. It's still around. Eatable moments. Basically, what happened in the whole Pantheon situation is so Reddy was being fishy, so Dusty decided to coup Reddy. And that's what started everything. When Dusty was cooing Reddy, I mean, it's Dusty, so people should have expected this. I was invited to be Gov, and I made a mistake, and I was talking to Epi after a Thalmor Radio once, and he seemed like he was down on his luck, and he was like retired and stuff, just like I was. So I had invited Dusty to also invite Epi. So, post-Pantheon coup, Dusty became the leader of Pantheon for the span of 6 hours. So originally we were actually doing really good. We had retained most of the members. We actually had All right, this is gonna be a bit harsh. We had kind of destroyed the Pantheon server.
Why?
The old one.
Why?
Due to getting to locate the members to a new one, because we were pretty sure we wouldn't be able to get the server from ready. If you
No, because he was overthrown, right?
Right. So if you overthrew somebody, do you really want them to have the Discord? Like, logically, no.
Obviously not. Yeah.
So as we were relocating the members to a new Discord, we ran into a bit of an issue. So we relocated most of the members. I fixed the tax bracket system because Pantheon had a VM tax and a Grey Nation tax, which, why? We had organized the announcements, cleared out the old ones, because Pantheon had announcements dating back from all the way to 2018.
And I'd be heard.
Who's talking right now?
Dusty. Sorry, I don't have my normal mic. I'm at work delivering food, you know. But
Alright.
I can add.
Yeah, Dusty can add.
Yeah, Dusty, what's your angle?
So the reason we destroyed the Discord is because the main reason that Pantheon's managed to live through all of its coups and how Six kept power through most of them is because they had the Discord. So we just took that out of play by deleting it and kicking everybody. But Epi cooping everybody kind of just like threw the wrench in. We weren't planning to kill Pantheon. Epi was. Inst had nothing to do with it. Inst didn't even join the alliance the entire time.
Yeah, I tried to get Inst to join. He actually refused. He also refused Epi's original intent. Basically, what happened was, in between the time that me and Dusty went to sleep, I slept for maybe 3 hours and had woke up to do some work on my computer. And by the time I went back to my computer, I had left myself in a voice chat all night. And I just saw, so I went onto the Discord server, and that was the only thing left, was the voice chat I was sitting in.
Yep.
So, what was the motivation behind overthrowing Reddy?
Reddy was such a detrimental piece of government. He did nothing. He got online, yelled at you if you did anything without. When I say he got online, he would get online for about 20 seconds, yell at you if you did anything without waiting the 24 to 48 hours to get any approval. He was just detrimental. The only reason that he was gov is because he knew Six in real life. He had no other characteristics that made him good as a gov other than that.
Gotcha. So he was overthrown, so you guys could try to reform the alliance. But then Epi apparently ruined this.
Yep, Epi was his almost psychopathic nature to be able to speak and give nothing away in a voice chat. Just kind of threw us off. I wasn't expecting it. I thought Epi was being sincere the whole time and wanting to actually do something. But
me and Dusty are old friends of Epi. Like we've been through a lot with each other. So it's kind of like in a sense like our original concept was, it was like rekindling the old friendship. Like that was the idea that we all thought we were going to be doing.
Yeah, we kind of had a little group project, its name was Pantheon, and we were going to do something cool with it. But we were wrong in the intentions of Epi, and that's why Pantheon is dead. It's not Inst, Epi killed Pantheon.
For once, the alliance I'm in got fully depleted, not because of me or anyone else around me. It was in fact because somebody that I knew, but like, for one, I'm not to be blamed.
Maybe you already asked this, but what was Epi's motivation for killing Pantheon? Just going wild?
His reason for cooping us was that Pantheon was going to get rolled if I was to stay leader, which, I mean, to be honest, I could kind of understand. A lot of people dislike me. I get it. I got banned. There was a reason I was banned. I get that people would want to roll me. But he wouldn't provide any of the, proof of the reasoning. Still to this day hasn't. Outside of that, I have no idea. Maybe he wanted to solo the Alliance. Who knows? It's Epi.
Well, so how did we get from Epi as leader to Pantheon is dead? What happened in the middle there?
I tried for several hours to get Epi to actually give me officer. I tried to salvage it to the literal best of my ability. Dusty can confirm this, Inst can confirm this. I spent hours in a voice chat trying to convince Epi to give literally anyone officer. I went to the Brotherhood family, which is the Pantheon offshoot. I had got their leader to actually agree to voice chat with me. I was going to try to get them to merge back in. I believe my success rate with if I was to actually, have an officer position and be able to do work would be fairly high. Anyways, the point is, I tried very, very, very hard to hold it all together. Effie was unwilling to work with everybody after his decision, and he even said, the only reason I stayed is he's like, once Dusty gets here, I'll provide proof that this was all going to happen. Once Dusty gets here, we can start working on fixing what I've done. And that's the whole reason I didn't just immediately leave Pantheon. But
Gotcha.
I spent 6.5 hours trying to convince Epi to give me an officer position.
But how it died so quickly is 6 began poaching for Brotherhood. I began poaching for an alliance I left to. And
I told members to
then
leave.
everybody attacked. At that point, it was to kill Epi's tax farm. It died pretty harshly. There's no other way to call how Pantheon died other than that.
So the full story is that you have Pantheon led by Reddy. Dusty and Nokia, you guys come over, get rid of Reddy so you can reform Pantheon. Epi is made hair. Epi gets rid of you two, and it is presumed Epi wanted to use Pantheon as some tool to his favor, correct?
That's kind of a going thought.
I have messages from Inst that Epi was in this with George. I don't know how true it is. I do know that when Dusty cooed, we were immediately presented with a protectorate from Camelot. I believe Dusty was the one who actually canceled it, saying no, we don't want that.
Yeah, I don't like Cam. Well, not really don't like. I just don't want to deal with him.
So
DOC times.
Post Epiku, that protectorate was sent again by George again, and Epi approved it. So I don't know if what Inst is what his feelings of vibes he was getting is accurate or not. I haven't seen logs to prove it, but I have seen subtle hints that would give me the idea that maybe George did have a hand. I know Epi and George go long back. I used to be friends with the both of them and Dusty, we were the 4 amigos. So it's not something I strike off, but I haven't seen hard proof confirmed either.
Just because I have to go, that's the kind of the base of the story. It's not that complicated.
Thanks,
It's
Dusty.
just a shitty outcome. Yeah, y'all have a good one.
You too. Zig, unmute Viselli. I want to hear Camelot's perspective on this. Because I didn't know Epi had fallen out of graces of Camelot. Viselli, you're muted.
To be clear, we had no knowledge of the coup beforehand, right? We all went to bed because we were asking Epi what he was doing with it. He said that he was in with Dusty and Nokia. So we went to bed because he had tried to get us to protect him, but we didn't want to tie Rosalot to Liberty Block, right? So we said, not at all. When we all went to bed, a officer that is an old friend of Epi's from when Epi was in Camelot accepted Epi's offer of a protectorate. Epi sent it over. When we all woke up, it was canceled immediately.
Was Epi kicked from Camelot?
Epi hasn't been in Camelot for a month, 2 months.
Back to what I said earlier, the reasoning we invited Epi is I was told he retired. So my if I was to look at it like how I retired, maybe he just left like TCM or in his case Cam entirely to actually retire.
Okay.
Epi, I don't remember when exactly Epi left. It was right after. When did Dwight Schrute get kicked from Schrute Farms?
Last month. Sometime.
Whenever that happened, Epi left and became the head of IA, I think, in Schrute. I don't know. He left and went to Schrute.
I have some logs from Shrew.
So my last question is: I see people dunking on Nova Riade or whatever. What's that about?
That
Oh,
is about
so
Viselli's asked
that's
Epi,
me.
not he asked Ints to upload bag, then he made a forum post saying how Nova won the war.
Yeah, remember when Nova and Pantheon fought like before the whole cheating thing that people did?
Yeah.
So when Inst got the alliance from Epi, I asked Inst if he would fly the Nova flag like on the page, and he did. And so I made a forum post like saying Nova won the war. It was just a meme. But
Okay, that meme seems to have made a lot of people mad.
yeah, probably. I don't. I mean, I don't condone the cheating or anything. I wasn't a part of that cheating thing. I didn't have anything deleted from me from when I was in Nova by Alex because he could see that I didn't take any money from the alliance. But I don't know. We fought Pantheon back then. I thought it'd be funny to declare victory part 2.
Gotcha, Viselli. All right. I think that's it. Audience members, are there any questions about this Pantheon stuff I should be asking that I'm not? I mean, I think that I have the full scope, the full scoop now. I understand what happened.
Did you see my Shroot logs?
I did not. Can you give me the gist of them?
Yes. If you have a Shroot like alliance request, just decline it before you have to have an ally that can't do anything. Also, remember, people, poaching people just means you're gaining new friends.
Oh yeah, and Schrute joined Liberty, much to Rose's chagrin, apparently.
Also, much against my words of encouragement to immediately decline it.
Honestly, Schroot's always had a connection to Rose through What the Fuck or World Task Force. I guess if there's a segment here for an audience question is, now that Pantheon's dead, who do you think is going to be the new Pantheon that we all sort of playground bully?
Probably an alliance in Liberty Block, if I had to guess.
I'd like to point out either coal mines or Shroot farms, without a doubt.
Yeah, or Black Sky. See, we keep saying different answers, but it's all the same, which is Liberty Block. I think.
I honestly
Alan
think.
seems to have really screwed the
Wait,
pooch at this
actually,
last war, so I think he's going to be the new punching bag. Black
I would
Skies.
like to actually put this forward. I think TCW, the last coup government that ready couped, is all government in TCW now.
Oh yeah, that's right. TCW is Pantheon number 2. Looks like we got a new target.
Yeah, Pantheon number 2, guys. It's the last 3 governments that have been couped are all government in TCW now, and Sphinx left with Purple Moon, and what's the other guy's name? Harris. They all joined CC. Then Sphinx joined the company.
Yeah, you know what? That's a good point. That weeb graduating class of Pantheon.
And apparently Turok left as well.
Yeah, the graduating class of Pantheon weebs, wherever they go as a group, that's the place that's gonna die. So I guess it's TCW is the new Pantheon.
All right. Final. Prefontaine posted a thread today about new game updates. I am not in a position to go through them right now. I will save that for next week. But it looks like most of the changes are decent from what I skimmed through. Okay, final call for politics and war. Anything else I need to go over that I missed? see in trade circles.
Oh, I like to point out that Alan is redoing his treaty terms from the TO War without consulting anybody else.
One more time. What was that?
So, Alan from Black Skies, the treaty terms that were made with TO and the rest of Liberty Block. So after Alan posted these, he posted a revised version, which he was yelled at by literally everyone because he revised it with no consultation of allies or the opposing side. So
yeah, I saw that. I don't know if Alan is going to be much long for his leadership position because it seems like it seems like he's messing up repeatedly and severely.
yeah, personally, I can speak about some news that I've heard. I don't think it's confidential at this point. Black Skies is either going to get kicked out of Liberty Block or is going to leave Liberty Block, one of the two.
You so Liberty Block is already like the reject block. Like all of the alliances who can't get friends join Liberty. So for Black Skies to have to get kicked out, that's like the bottom of the bottom of the barrel.
It's like even Swamp won't take you.
I think Swamp is better than Liberty.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Hey, Maz, I have no issue with acknowledging it's basically the reject block. I made that block, and I made it with everyone that no one else wanted the treaty, and I have no shame in admitting this.
Yeah, Nokia was the one who basically said, yeah, it is kind of the reject block.
We should rename it Puberty Block.
Which I say this to dunk on them, but like that's actually a solid move, though. Like, okay, none of us can get friends. Let's all be friends together. That makes sense. That's making the best out of a bad situation. I can respect that decision.
The issue with Liberty Block is not any alliance besides Black Skies and their particular what's the word? Black Skies does not have centralization. But it does have a leader that's basically like, we are the best in this situation. We are the superior breed. And it's like, your government opinion is less than ours. And the entire time I was making the block, it was probably the single-handedly largest headache I had during that entire experience. And I was just biting my tongue because I wanted to be in a block with Dusty the entire time.
All right. Final call. Any other politics and war topics I need to go over?
Do you have a vending machine at your place?
No. There's a market in the lobby where I can go and buy drinks and snacks.
I have an important question. Can we hear Mommy Thalmor?
I will save that for the end.
Amazing.
James is he's in the voice chat. Oh, or okay, I get that now.
Wait, did you take your doggos and cats with you?
No, but they're inside.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, are they inside the hotel or are they like warm somewhere warm?
No, they're warm.
Okay, that's good.
And the power was still on when we left today, so they're fine.
If I leave Beige for 5 minutes, can KT roll me?
No.
Please.
Denison's in voice chat. He can give you a definite answer, but I'm pretty sure the answer is no.
Toxic, I don't need Aurora Part 3. The FA for Aurora things are atrocious.
Reminder.
Any real life topics you guys want me to give a hot take about?
Maybe the cold. Like, what's it like being in the cold?
I mean, I'm not outside enough for it to really bother me. My coat and my sweater and t-shirt's enough to keep me warm. It's been in the teens and 20s most of the time. I mean, it's okay. It kind of sucks, but I can bear it, in between getting in the vehicle and in the building or whatever.
Can you build us a snowman?
Yes. There's enough snow for a snowman. We got 4 inches of snow.
Oh. Can you build us like a KT or Thalmor Radio snowman?
No, I like the materials to really give that justice.
You know what I'm gonna do? I've decided, Thalmor. I'm turning my recruiting bot on in my retirement home.
Okay, so Nokia, you made a big thing about how he's retiring, and it seems like you went back on that very, very quickly.
I'm
So
just
I
joking.
guess you're not retired?
No, I'm definitely retired. I've left every single PNW server besides 2 new servers. And this being one of them, and the other one being On the Mark News, and that's because I have the rhyme channel, and I'm constantly trying to beat people by using words that they'd never heard of.
Gotcha. Um, okay. Well, I think I'm pretty much ready to go ahead and end out the show. I kind of took about everything I want to talk about. Anything I didn't cover, I will do next week. So I'll go ahead and I'll give you guys what you want. Hi, Mom. Can you say hi to people one more time? Okay. Hello. Be a bit louder. Hello. There you guys go. That was Mommy Thalmor. Thanks, Mom.
Yay!
Aw. Your mom sounds
Oh my
cool.
god, she sounds so adorable.
She is
Yeah.
a absolute sweetheart. She sounds younger than me. Well, she is a girl. That would that would contribute.
Oh wait, Thalmor, how's the love life? Didn't you get a girlfriend or something?
Nope.
Now you're putting him in an awkward spot with mom, embarrassing him.
All right. Well, um, yep, I covered both wars. I gave updates on KT-Oasis, which is that they beige us, and there's 2 memes that's come out of it. And I talked about the Liberty Order SPAT.
One more thing for me, and then I'm gonna leave. I just have a big thing for the audience. I have a fantastical favor I want to ask them. I'm gonna make a GoFundMe page, and can everyone here help me fund Thalmor to get what is it called? Starlink?
Oh
I
no.
thought you said Starbucks. I was just saying, dude, I'll just Uber Eats it right now.
No, the big satellite space internet thingamabob made by SpaceX.
No, no, that's fine, Nokia. Don't worry about it.
We shall fund it for better Thalmor Radio.
I'll get him Starbucks if you want Starbucks.
Starlink, yeah, it's coming. I think Starlink will have coverage at my house by the end of the year, so that's pretty dope.
Mars, it's $2 in American money, not Romanian. I don't know, goats.
Well, Thalmor,
Gypsy children.
It's done the impossible. It gave Wi-Fi to all of Australia faster than 25 megabytes.
Yeah, well, it can do that because the Starlink satellites are really close to the ground compared to normal satellites.
It's just a kite, some dude with a kite and like a fucking Pringles can.
All right, you know what? I'm going to go back on my word for a minute. Are there any other real life topics you guys want me to give a hot take about?
Trump?
Starlinks. Oh, Kiwi.
Trump is apparently making a social media platform. Your thoughts?
He has the wealth to do it. It's very hard to do, but well, I don't know. The payment processes would probably be. He can probably do it. I think he has the resources to.
This doesn't count as coming out of retirement, but if the war in KT is still going on for 2 weeks, can I join KT side?
You're a former KT, Nokia. I'm pretty sure you're welcome to come back as long as you plan on staying for a while.
I'm just gonna attack from my retirement home. Please coordinate with me, senpai.
I already talked about Texas. I might be a robot. I don't know. Rush Limbaugh did die. Rest in peace. I think Facebook pulling out of Australia is good. I think the big tech giants need to be disrupted, so that's fine.
Oh, Wingu brings a solid point. We're both former KT. We got this.
What do you think about how Alex is selling PNW for 12K? That is completely fake. Politics and War apparently makes bank. He would not sell it for 12K. I would too, critters. That would be the easiest decision I would have ever have made. That's how much it's worth though, Arctic, I'm pretty sure. Between like I'm guessing Alex uses Google AdSense for the game or AdWords, whatever it's called. Between that and credits, he does well.
In the highlight of me paying for credits, I paid $875 monthly.
Mars, I would say well, when you sell a business, you're going to sell it for whatever it grosses times, like over the course of a couple of years, right? So if a business makes, 300K, well, no, because under that, then Politics and War would be worth $1 million, and I doubt it's worth that much. But I mean, Alex has said he bought himself a home, and he put himself through college on the game. So I think he does pretty well.
We should have been able to name his home.
All right. Well, I think that's it. A bit of a short show, but that's all right. I'm going to go ahead. If you want me to talk about anything else tonight, just save it for next week.
I was gonna ask, do you get a balcony?
No, we do not.
Do you guys get cable?
We have, I think, satellite television.
Oh, nice. Okay.
I mean, it's a hotel, but it's a nice one. It's really deep, and it's in like a newer one too. It's not a big luxury resort, but it's very comfy.
Inst found Epi, by the way. He's in E404 now.
I don't know, when you thought of a resort, the first thing that came out to mind was like, dude, go on a water slide and film it.
That would, I would try that if there was one here. Epi joined 404. Okay, well, I guess is Borg here? Okay, someone tell Borg to not let Epi be hair or above. All right. Well, y'all have a good night. Zig, go ahead and play the theme, and I will see you guys next Friday.